Hey guys, we got a new rift and also a new power up, which is the star path. I know you want to talk about that, but at the moment when I'm recording the video, it literally just came out. So I'm gonna show what I'm using for this run, but I'm gonna make a video tomorrow after I've seen a little bit more information and I also had time to test things a little bit more by myself. As usual, remember to like the video, subscribe if you didn't already, and let's get into it. So for this new rift, there are a boss and a mob that is always like fighting with the boss, and that you actually have to kill. Like it doesn't die when you kill the boss, but you actually have to kill it. So you can choose if you want to focus first or after the boss. In my opinion, it's just better to kill it after the boss because it doesn't do that much damage and is not really a problem. It's not dangerous. The only thing you will have to do is that when it does a skill called fuel leak, I think it was, I forgot to write it down, but I think it's called fuel leak, and it basically does a debuff to everybody that is called fuel adhere or something like that. And when that happens, the priest has to use cleanse, because if it doesn't, the next time that the boss is gonna do Wrath of the Heart, that was the skill that he was doing right now, is gonna do extra damage, and in that case it can be dangerous. If you don't have the stack of fuel on you because the priest did a good job and cleansed it, then it's not gonna be a problem and you won't have to be worried because it's not gonna do that much damage. And yeah, as you can see, I was checking the profile of the other player here in the video, and the star path is so new that he didn't even equip anything. So that's what I mean when I say that we don't have that much information at the moment. Then tomorrow I'm gonna make a video where I talk both about that and also how to boost the damage of Darkness Walker. But anyway, let's continue with the Rift. So that's all that matters when we talk about the mob. It does a skill where he has an interruption bar, but you can ignore it. Like it doesn't do any particular damage to the tank. So it's definitely not a problem, and you don't want to waste one of your skill slots to interrupt a skill that basically does no damage. For the boss itself, so first of all, Wrath of the Heart, which is the skill he's doing right now. Again, if the healer is doing a good job and he gets you cleanse, you don't have to be worried because it's not going to do too much damage and it's not going to be a problem. Then you have Unstoppable Force, which it's usually going to target the tank if you keep the taunt. And this skill, it doesn't really do that much damage. So if you want as a tank, you can do your damage resist skill, which I don't know how it's called now with the new class change. But again, the skill doesn't really do that much damage. Even when I tried the run with a bot tank, it was no problem. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem for any actual player. But again, if you want, you can do your damage resist skill when it does unstoppable force. And then we have max overload. Now, from the skill description, it says that every 10 seconds the boss gets max overload stack, and the more stack he has, the more damage he does. Now the thing is, in the skill description it also says that it can be cleansed, but as you can see from the boss, you see there is a couple of stack, both are at 16 under the HP bar, and they increase every 10 seconds, so I'm quite sure this is max overload. The problem is that the priest is doing the cleanse in this run, and so it appears that it's not working, because it's supposed to be able to cleanse it, but it's not cleaning it, like it's not removing the buff. So I'm not sure if I didn't read correctly the skill, like I didn't understand the skill correctly, or if it's a bug. If you know, please let me know in the comments so I can pin the comment and everybody will have the correct information. But from what I understand, it's supposed to get cleansed, but it's not working right now. So maybe it's a bug, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's it really. It's not like the rift is not very difficult, it's just a little bit tanky now because we still don't have that much damage, because nobody figured out the star path system. But again, I'm sure as soon as we find a build, especially for the DPS, it's gonna be much easier and it's not gonna be. So this is what I'm currently using for the star path. Again, I'm gonna make a proper video about it hopefully tomorrow, together with some tips about improving the damage of Darkness Walker. But this is what I'm currently using. So you have to choose one main skill between Exile Star, Fateborn Star, and Dusklight Star. For me, as DPS, I think Exile Star is the best one right now. And you can check, obviously, what each skill does here. And again, here I want to go for whatever gives me the highest damage, so the most damage as possible. And I think this one is the best one out of all three of them. I'm not going to go into detail now because, again, this is not the guide. I'm going to do that tomorrow. And so from here, I just upgraded whatever I could for attack. So as you can see, core and ring. and this is because they both have attack. This one, for example, has HP, this one defense, this one HP, and this one defense. So that's just the logic as usual, is just go for as much damage as possible because of my DPS. Then on authority you can choose 2 exclusive skill. I mean, I call it skill, I'm not sure what is the correct name. Let's just call it card, star card, for based on your ascension skill. So in my case I choose Effect Labyrinth, and then we have Who Am I? And again, no information out yet, nobody talked about it on Discord yet because I just finished the maintenance, but this is what it looks like. It gives a decent damage buff to me. And then you have some common card that you can put in. It's not depending on the star that you choose here from the top 3. And for me, I choose these 2, Day of Return and Growth and Evolution, just because they improve the damage. I don't have all the cards yet because I only did the roll that you can do after the reward from the maintenance. So I still don't have every option available. For now I put these 2 because they boost the damage. This one also because it boosts the damage, but it does have it does increase the cooldown of the skill by 10 seconds. So let's just say it has a drawback. But because of that drawback, I decided to go for Core Garden, because Core Garden increased the damage of the second skill, so not the first one, but the second one, by a percentage for every second of cooldown. So because we have more cooldown on the skill, thanks to Wish Fulfillment, then I'm going to increase the damage of the skill a little bit more with Core Garden. So they do have a decent synergy in my opinion. But again, we're going to see everything properly tomorrow. And yeah, this is actually what I've been using. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one. Bye bye.